Okay, so neutralization, it is a process of neutralizing the excessive acidity or alkalinity of a particular wastewater by adding acid or alkali with respect to the wastewater, and this can be done in equalization tank, or a separate tank can be provided that is called as neutralization tank. Okay, so what are the reasons for neutralization of industrial waste? To make industrial waste compatible with municipal sewage treatment in case of joint treatment process, to make sure pH does not kill or inactive microorganism, next to prevent the corrosion, okay, and also to prevent the sewer receiving water, to comply with the municipal or other governmental coordinates with excessive acid or alkali conditions in sewer or receiving water. Next, to make certain that waste discharge pH does not kill fish, otherwise affect the organism in receiving water. Okay, that means the pH should be within a limit, so which does not affect over the fish and other aquatic system. So excessively acid or alkaline waste do not discharge into a receiving stream without treatment. A stream, even with a lowest classification, classified for waste disposal or navigation, adversely affected by low or very high pH value. Adverse condition more critical when sudden sludge or acid or alkali imposed upon a stream. At a pH of only 6.5, the species, you can say fish or other fishes, significantly reduce hatching of eggs and growth. So these are pH when the less than 5.5. What is the effect of pH or the environment due to disposal of wastewater? Next, again same, pH less than 5, most fishes are unable to survive. Lower pH causes female fish to laying of eggs. So that is what effect of lower pH when disposal into water bodies. Okay, so what are the different methods of neutralizing over acidity or over alkalinity in wastewater? Okay, so various methods which are used, or there are many acceptable methods for neutralizing over acidity and alkalinity of wastewater. So some of the method, first, mixing of waste. So that is net effect is nearly pH. Net effect is neutral. Okay, that means we can add acid waste into the alkaline waste so that the pH can be neutral. Okay, so mixing of waste so that net effect will be the neutral. Okay, so acidic wastewater and alkaline wastewater mixed together, so we can neutral the pH. Next, passing acidic wastewater through the bed of limestone. Okay, so that again neutralize the pH. Next, mixing acidic waste with the lime slurries, that again neutralize pH. Then add proper concentration solution of caustic soda and soda ash to acid waste, that also help for the neutralization of pH. Boiling waste producing CO2 in alkaline waste, that is again, that is adding CO2 in alkaline waste, that also neutral pH, or adding sulfuric acid to alkaline waste, that also help in neutralization. Okay, these are the various methods which can use for the neutralization of acidic and alkaline waste. Okay, what are the first one is passing acidic wastewater through the bed of limestone. Next, mixing waste so that the net effect is near neutral pH. Next, adding the proportion of concentration solution of soda ash and caustic soda, Na2CO3 and NaOH. Then mixing acid waste with the lime slurries. Next, adding compressed CO2 to alkaline waste. Next, adding sulfuric acid to the alkaline waste. So these are the various methods which are used for the neutralization of wastewater. Okay. This is what the mixing of waste, slurry, limestone treatment for acidic waste. When the passing of acid waste through the limestone bed, that is neutralization. So waste can be pumped up or down through the bed depending upon the head available and cost involved. So CaCO3 plus H2SO4 converts CaSO4 H2CO3. The reaction will continue as long as excess limestone is available and in an active state. Next, these are some general treatment of industrial wastewater. Lime slurry again, using waste boiler fuel gas. CO2 treatment for alkaline waste, producing CO2 in alkaline waste. This is the submerged combustion pilot unit as used by Remy and Lorry. Okay, so feed reservoir, evaporation vessel, overflow, and mixing vessel. Sulfuric acid treatment for alkaline waste. Addition of sulfuric acid, convert neutral salt Na to SO4. Okay, so adding of H2SO4 to alkaline waste, fairly common but expensive means of neutralization. Storage and feeding equipment requirements are low. As a result, as it great acidity, it's difficult to handle because of its corrosiveness. Neutralization reaction when H2SO4 is added to wastewater is as follows: twice of NaOH plus H2SO4 neutralizer, which convert Na to SO4, that is neutral salt, plus twice H2. Caustic soda treatment for acidic waste. Addition of concentrated solution of caustic soda or sodium carbonate to acidic waste in proper proportion result in faster neutralization, but it's a more costly method. Smaller volume of agent required, that is neutralizer, are more powerful than the lime or limestone. The reaction products are soluble. They do not increase the hardness of receiving water. Caustic soda blade into suction side of pump discharging acid waste. The above method suitable for small volume. Neutralization of large volume of acid, specially proportion equipped to be used for a large volume. A suitable size storage tank for caustic soda with a multi-speed pump for direct addition of alkali to acid waste flow to be used. These are the when NaOH2 is used as neutralizing agent for carbonic and sulfuric acid waste. Okay, so that means when acidic waste, then we need to add NaOH2, and that NaOH2 plus H2SO4 convert NaHSO4 plus HOH. Okay, so next the method is called as neutralization. Sorry, we covered the neutralization. Next method is equalization. Okay, so what is equalization? So equalization is a method of retaining waste in a mixed basin until the effluent discharge is fairly uniform in its sanitary characteristics. Okay. So what are the characteristics? So characteristics like color, pH, turbidity, alkalinity, BOD, etc. Okay. So air is sometimes injected into this basin to provide chemical oxidation of reduced compound, better mixing, and to keep suspended solid from settling out. So this is the equalization. It is a process where the retaining waste in a mixed basin until the effluent discharge is fairly uniform in its sanitary characteristics. Okay, so only holding of waste is carried out. Okay. So only holding of waste is not sufficient to equalize waste. So adequate mixing must take place so that each unit volume of waste discharge will be mixed with other unit volume of waste discharge many above. So the mixing may be brought about in the following ways, either by using proper distribution or mechanical agitation or aeration or combination of all. Okay. So this is the equalization process where uh, whatever the effluent which comes from that equalization tank, which is fairly uniform in color, pH, turbidity and BOD. Okay. So it is a method of retaining waste in a basin so that effluent discharge is fairly uniform in its water quality characteristics. Water quality characteristics like pH, color, turbidity, alkalinity, BOD. A secondary but significant effect, lowering the concentration of effluent contaminants. This is done by physical, chemical and biological reaction, and that may be occurred during the retention equalization basin. A retention pond serves to level out effect of peak loading at treatment plant. Also lowers BOD and suspended solid load to aeration unit. So air is sometimes injected into this basin to provide better mixing, chemical oxidation of reduced compound, some degree of biochemical oxidation, agitation to prevent suspended solid from settling, and basin side shape vary with quantity of waste, pattern of its discharge from factory, rectangular or square shapes. Okay, so this about the equalization of industrial waste. The next method is proportioning, that going to be discussed later.